Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Mike the Muppet Modeler here, and before we get going I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers, new and existing, all you fellow modelers out there, or anybody who's looking to get into the hobby or has been a long-term hobbyist, if you like, or just coming back to the hobby. I hope you enjoyed the channel. As you can see on the bench again is the P-47 Thunderbolt, the 1/32 scale trumpeter kit. And just before we get going, I'd just like to show you these. I thought I might have a go at doing some weathering using oils. Never done it before, but I thought that maybe something to have a look at, something to do in the future going forward. So I saw these in Lidl. They were $4.99 for 24 tubes. So I thought, can't say that, can't go wrong really for a £5. So yeah, there we go. 24 colours for £5. So you got white, yellow, cadmium yellow, skin colour, orange yellow, orange, vermilion, red, magenta, purple, cerulean blue, and then you got phthalo blue, ultramarine blue, Prussian blue, dark blue, light green, dark green, viridian, yellow ochre, deep yellow, burnt sienna. See, burnt sienna, burnt umber, black will probably be the ones used mostly, I would probably think. Maybe white as well, but I just thought it was for the price, I thought I'd give it a go, why not? So on a build later on, they will come into play. Oh, that way. Move that, I think. Into there. Right. In the last video, had to sort a few things out and get it redone to a satisfactory point, which I have. They're both in right, so that's good. So now the next bit, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish doing the smaller bits in the fuselage half in this one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to airbrush the front section of the engine before picking out all the detail in the colours that I want them to be in. I'll probably tape off around this part, the spinner part, just so that I can airbrush this piece once the rest of it's done. But before we get to there, let's add a few bits onto here. So we'll want those first. I want that for in a minute. Q5. On that in a minute. There's a photo etch part there. It says A11 and Q20. Q20. I'm also going to need these parts off of here as well for in a minute. Once the engine's in, and that is the end of that sprue. Finito, finished. Right, although I'm cleaning this up again, it won't be seen, so I don't really know why I'm doing it, but A11. I'm looking for sprue A, which is not that one. Quite looking forward to getting on the airbrush again, to be honest. A11. Three big ejector pin marks, sinkholes, whatever you want to call them on there, but again, one, you won't see them, goes on there like that, and two, it's going inside the fuselage so you won't see it anyway. So that goes on there like so. Then goes into here. Like so. Right, then we get this piece, clean it up, things like that. And then we need a piece of photo etch. Which of course will be this piece here. Burr on the edge of that piece. bit of ultra glue. This needs to be silver by all accounts. It's a bit too flat. That's what you see from the outside. Just get rid of a little bit of excess there, excess glue. That will be painted silver anyway. Once that's stuck, once it's glued and dried properly. And that has to go in there like so, I guess. Does it go under there? Sit in there like so. I think it does. Yes. It goes in there like so. Now once the other piece is on there, I'm not actually going to see much of that at all, as you can see. There's no pin there or anything, locate a tab or pin or anything there, so I may just put a little bit of styrene or something across there to give it a little bit of a tab. So we'll let that sit up. So that's that done. Now these I can't add until the engine's in, so it's all relying on getting the engine done now. So I think what I'll do is we'll get this front section painted up. I'll take that bit off actually, paint that separately. Get all this sprayed up, then do the hand brush painting that I need to do on that, and then that will be ready to be assembled. I quite liked the burnt metal look of this one. So I think that's what I'm going to do again. There you go, there, with the yellow tip, or the yellow around the cowling. I think that really show that off. So I need that, and I need the thinners, odorless thinners. Just make sure that I've shaken this up well enough. Yes, I can. With a pipette. So I'll come back, guys, in a minute when I've airbrushed the engine. I'll see you in a bit. Right then, guys, I've got the inners into one side. It's all glued up, so it's all basically ready to go together as soon as I've put the engine on. Well, I could technically, I suppose I could put the fuselage halves together if I wanted to leave these two bits out. Basically, I think they come off of the rear here and go into the bulkhead. Oops, as I wreck the joint, basically they go into there. If you can see that off the back of the engine. So what I'll do is let this dry properly, get it painted up by hand, get it into position, into place, which hopefully will be like so, and get those two bits in there, and then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your granny, and everything hopefully fits how it should. And get those two parts glued into place, which I think might be a little bit difficult now because I've already put one half on. No, I can get that in there. I can do that. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So in the meantime, while I'm waiting for everything to dry, so I can get onto assembly, thought we'd move on to the wings. I think it's the wings anyway. The next step. Nice big bit of flash on the end of that connector point. There we go, those two cleaned up. So yeah, actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just airbrush quickly the section in front where the tail wheel goes with interior glare as it specifies. So we'll do that. Won't need a lot. Cool. Sorry for my arm being in the way. There we go. That piece. And this a piece. And that can go in there. Can go in the water, and I will clean that up in a minute. Let's put the lid back on this before I knock that flying. It goes everywhere. Right, I'm just going to get a couple of bits ready, guys, and then I'll come back and show you the assembly. Back in a mo. Right then, guys, after cutting these 5 bits off, basically just putting those 3 on. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some Contactor Pro, the Revel stuff. Along the edges to give a little bit more maneuverability time. There we go. and hopefully put the sections into place. Which at this minute time it doesn't want to do. Two. Straighten this one up. There we go. I'm using that Revel glue as well. Sometimes it seeps out a little bit along the seam, along the join, which will then enables a little bit of sanding that gets rid of the seam line, which is good. From this side, I think. Ooh. The little pound shop clips do come in handy. Right then, next wing or a flap. Right, here we go for this bit. I've decided I'm going to have this open, so I've got a little double glue in there. It's going to be a little bit tricky, this one, methinks. This one's a 20 as well. This one's D25. Then, using the Revel contactor again, I'm going to give a bit of a shout out to John, who is also doing this kit, building it. Not at the same time as me, it's not a buddy build or anything like that, but he is doing this kit. I've had some nice comments from you, John, thank you very much. there. And put another one on the end of there, like so. And that, guys, is where I'm going to leave it for today. So, thank you very, 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 very much for watching. And please like, please comment, please watch to the end of the video if you can. Well, if you've got this far, then you have anyway. So thank you very much for that, and I shall catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.